Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? I lied.
Get off my plane.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
John, I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes. I'm gonna shoot you between the balls.
The disease. And I'm the cure.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent.
There can be only one.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Yippee-ki-yay. I'm going to kill them all, sir.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Gimme Back My Action Movies, the podcast
Sure,
tonight.
let's roll with that.
I am one of your hosts, Charlie. With me, as always, are my trolls. First troll up is Nate. How are you doing, Nate?
I'm not good, man.
Aw.
Troll
Yeah.
Nate's not good.
Not good. I hate to start the podcast out this way, but there's been a lost over here, and it's been affecting me for a good part of the day. And I don't mean to start the podcast out this way, but I don't know where my copy of Ernest Scared Stupid is.
Oh, man.
That's a tragedy.
I've looked.
heartbreaking.
I don't. I don't know who has it. So if anyone wants to send me a copy of Ernest Scared Stupid, I will send you $6.99 for it. So if you spend $14, you're going to be out $7 because I will only pay what I paid the original amount for that DVD years ago. I know this because I'm fairly certain it still has the $6.99 sticker on it in the top right corner.
That tracks.
So yeah, it's probably got the receipt in it still because I keep receipts for everything for some reason.
Weirdo.
That's it.
Well, yeah. If anyone knows where my Ernest Scared Stupid copy is, please let me know. I have been in shambles all day. I had to rent this, which felt awful. This has happened before, where there was one time we weren't allowed to leave the house until I found my copy of Big Trouble in Little China. Thankfully, that crisis was averted and I found it. But I don't know. I got like a code Ernest over here, so it's bad. It's not good, fellas.
I have a similar situation. Pete, we'll get to you in a second, but
All
I'm
right,
sorry,
it's all
but
right,
Nate's
it's all
already
good.
jumped the gun here. Where I'm out of town still, my copy of Ernest Scared Stupid is 300 miles away. I, too, had to rent this as well to watch it because no one is streaming this movie.
By chance, does yours say $6.99 in the top right corner?
It very well might. It
Okay.
very well might.
All right.
But yeah, I know where mine is.
I don't
It's
think
just,
that's my copy, but
it was going to cost more to have it next day it aired to me to watch it. So,
Yeah. Knowing my luck
will,
too, tomorrow it's probably going to go on sale digitally for the amount that I spent to rent it.
Sure.
or Shout Factory will release some wild.
There will be
steelbook for it.
the 9-film Ernest collection, all redone in 4K. With nothing but Ernest commentary or something that's
I'd buy
announced tomorrow.
I'm there for it.
I'd
would
buy
totally
that
buy it.
tomorrow, yeah.
Yep. So I'm
And
not
that
doing
other
well.
voice we're hearing right now is the other host of the show, Troll Pete. Pete, how you doing
gang.
tonight, buddy?
I'm well, thank you. I had a similar experience to both of you. I tried to get Ernest Scared Stupid.
Stupid.
Thank you. Scared kids show. Scared Stupid from the library, and the library failed me. So I too had to rent it off of the Amazon.
Well, I'm glad that Ernest is making money off us. Collectively, he's earned $12.
The Ernest estate has the Jim Varney estate has earned its $9 or $15 from us or whatever it was.
Money well spent, as far as
Yeah,
I'm
indeed.
concerned.
Oh, for sure.
very-
Yeah.
money
No-
well spent.
I was happy to lay my hard-earned cash down for this film.
Exactly.
It is a delight. I can't wait to get to talk about it.
Well,
I'm now
it's-
sending texts to my friends to see if they have my copy of Ernest Scared Stupid.
Get off your Nate. Doggone it. Get off your phone. We've talked about this in the past.
Yeah, but
Nate,
I need
Nate.
to know.
Nate.
Yeah,
Pick a number between 1 and 10.
9.
Is it 2?
Why? I've seen Hulkamania 3 times. Once in slow mo.
That's right. Well, yeah.
Pete, check your phone real quick.
Do you have my copy of?
Oh, sorry, Nate. I do not have your copy of Ernest Scared Stupid,
well, there
but
was-
I would like your
all right.
copy of Blood Diner, please.
So okay, yes, you will get my copy of Blood Diner. So that's one of my friends I text. He does not have my copy of.
Oh, should I reply? Get off your. You're making me get on my phone. Stop
Right,
it.
both
Stop
of
it.
them. Can I get on with the show here?
I was
Jesus,
gonna
God.
text Charlie, but I know I got his number somewhere.
Oh, thanks. Love you too, bud.
Well, for some reason you're not popping up as underneath Charlie, so
As
that's the
Charlie?
weird part. Oh, there you are. You're underneath here as Charles. That's the problem.
Why would you
Charles.
have me under Charles? Nathaniel
Nathaniel.
Berg the third. I don't know. It's just Nate.
All right, Charles,
Oh.
could you check your phone real quick?
Charles.
Um,
So funny.
looking. Oh, shenanigans. Oh, I got a text.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wonder who's texting me, knowing that I'm recording. Do you have my copy of Ernest Scared Stupid? No, sir, I do not.
This
All
is
right, well that's two friends I text now that don't have my copy of Ernest Scared Stupid.
So only 2 more to go. So
All right, yeah.
this bit is as dumb as this movie, and I'm here for it.
That's right, and this is right up our alley. So yes, as everyone has heard now, multiple times, we are covering Ernest Scared Stupid. Yes, this is the action slot. I have argued with Nate before we set the schedule because we're doing The Crow next. I was like, well, The Crow's action. Let's do that. He goes, no, The Crow happens on Halloween, and we have an episode on Halloween. And I said, well, so does Ernest. It happens on Halloween.
This is true.
Could not be swayed. So we're playing a
Yeah,
little fast
I
and
stood my
loose.
ground
You
on
did.
what should be done. All
You
right.
did. Bravo. You still couldn't get Tom Savini to say more than 5 words to you, but you know,
well,
you stood your
sometimes
ground to
that's how it
me.
be.
But yeah, so action side, we were covering Ernest Scared Stupid. Also, in honor of Jim Varney, this is going to be a family-friendly episode.
Yep.
There will be no language from us, no innuendos, because as most, hopefully most people know, Jim Varney loved to keep a, kind of a wholesome character to himself. He was a heavy smoker. Pretty sure
I was gonna
that's
say,
what, that's
this was
what
gonna
killed
be
him.
my
lung
big
cancer.
PSA was don't smoke, people.
Don't smoke. But
Mhm.
his biggest thing was the children should never know that I smoke. I didn't want to be an advocate for smoking because kid sees Ernest smoking, that must be okay.
They don't
So
want to do it too.
he
They
was
take their
dead
heroes.
set on no one. Like, it was a shock to me when I did find out that he was a smoker.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
Definitely.
So bravo on him.
No.
He will be missed. And honestly, totally forgot that it was 2020 when he passed. I was
Yeah.
like, man, it was
No,
5 years ago, right? It was 2020.
I thought it was
2020.
further
I thought
away
it was
than that.
2000.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
It was over 20 years away. That's what I had in my head.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I was like, oh, it's only like 5 years ago. But no, it was like
been a
2000.
while.
Yeah, it's been a
Sadly, it's been a
while.
while.
I remember being really bummed out when the news broke.
Yeah, it was rough.
This
I-
was a hard hitter. I mean,
I saw his. I remember watching his show, seeing his commercials as
Yeah.
a kid, and
he
they
had
were.
a Saturday morning cartoon,
Yeah,
or not cartoon, but a Saturday
it
morning
was
show like
It was like a
Pee-wee's.
Pee Wee's
he?
Playhouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
it was
so, like,
all
it's
his
one of those
characters.
things- Ernest has always just been like a thing
Yep.
in my
Yeah.
childhood. And I don't know
He and Vern.
where.
Yep.
I mean, Scared Stupid's where it peaks for me as
Mhm.
far as like I remember when there's one where he's stuck in like a cannon for most of it, and I remember being a kid going, "This is even not that funny." And then Africa, when he goes to Africa, I remember not liking that one. Either.
Africa
was-
that was one of the direct to video.
Yeah,
ones
that was all
after-
post Disney or Touchstone,
Yeah.
I should say.
This
Yeah.
is the last. This is the last Disney owned Touchstone
hmm
movie. This movie actually tanked, which is unfortunate, but it
Sad.
has cult
It
It has
does.
cult status now.
It's
which
come
is
back.
good.
Come back pretty strong, much like Hocus Pocus. That also tanked, if
It
I'm not
did
mistaken, and it's
Uh,
certainly a cult classic now,
right around the same
or
time that
I
these
should
were
say a
released.
family
Yeah, probably around the
holiday
same area.
classic now for sure.
Oh, we watch Hocus Pocus and
Oh, yeah.
Ernest Scared Stupid every year. Well, before we jump into that and we get into our histories with it that we're all dying to get into, we're going to play a trailer. And
Oh,
I
boy.
have some explaining to do. Or
Okay.
actually, Disney has some explaining to
Oh
do.
no.
They didn't do a theatrical trailer to this.
Really?
Okay.
No
there
wonder it
is-
bombed.
There is no trailer anywhere online. There are TV spots.
Okay.
There are like 5 or 6, which I remember those growing up. And so what I have is I have probably one of the better TV spots that I will play us, and it's 30 seconds. But after this, I have something really cool to tell everyone.
Bring it.
And
Oh, okay.
it involves a trailer. So let's listen to the trailer, and then I'll let everyone in on the surprise.
From Touchstone Pictures, monstrous trolls have sprung to life.
I sure hope you're from Cleveland.
And now Ernest P. Worrell is springing into action. He'll try anything
I know Tai Chi Kung Fu, chow mein.
and everything
Your shoes untied.
to save the day.
It's showtime.
It's Ernest P. Worrell in a brand new movie, Ernest Scared Stupid.
How about a bumper sandwich, booger lips? Know what I mean?
Starts Friday, October 11th at a theater near you.
Know what I mean? So, there is a trailer that pops up when you type in Ernest Scared Stupid trailer. And you go, Charlie, you just said there's no trailer. I said not one by Disney. Some glorious, glorious person has taken the Ernest Scared Stupid movie and made a trailer in the style of A24.
No way.
I clicked on that, not realizing what it was, and they make it out to be a straight up horror movie. Psychological, dark, using stuff from the movie. Not like they added anything. So what I'm going to say is, if you're listening now, pause the podcast, go listen to that and watch it, because I could have played it, but it has so many other visual cues. I didn't want to water it down for anyone. This has to be watched on YouTube. It's literally the first thing that pops up when you do Ernest. If you guys want to, we can pause real quick ourselves and you guys can watch it. But Nate, trust me, we're putting this on the Instagram when this episode comes out.
All right, perfect.
This trailer blew me away. If you wait till the end of the episode, please go watch it. If you want to pause the episode now, go watch it. It is fantastic. And I wish other movies, this person would do more movies this way. I love it to death.
Oh my God. Wow.
Are you both done?
Yep. Yeah.
I think Pete's a few seconds after.
Oh my God, that was
Okay, I'll bring it.
brilliant.
All right, well, these two couldn't hold on to themselves, so they just watched it. So what do you guys think?
Better than Hereditary.
Well, you
Start out right there.
that there's a trailer, fellas.
Right?
That was so good.
It
Whoever
blew
did
me
that
away.
Needs an award. We should send him an award.
Absolutely.
He gets an award for best trailer ever.
Best trailer ever. Best catfish ever.
I promoted this movie better than Disney did just by pushing this trailer right here. So yeah, I highly recommend everybody go check that out. It's awesome. We'll put it up on our socials. But yeah, that's how I get by the crappy trailer. Apparently, I was hoping for some great earnest, fun trailer. Minute and a half long. 30-second TV spots. There was about 4 or 5 of them. But yeah, so there we go.
I have good news.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, my copy of Ernest Scared Stupid has been found. My buddy Dom has had it, apparently.
Dom,
he just sent me a picture of it. So, good news, everyone. Crisis averted. Please do not send me copies of Ernest Scared Stupid. I already have one.
I'm not going to go back and edit all that out.
Yeah,
so,
guess who's not going to get to
averted.
borrow movies anymore? Dom.
No, when you're an adult, everyone knows if you let someone borrow a movie, there's a good chance you may never get it
You
back.
may never see it.
You're right. Yeah, you're 100%.
We all
right.
understand this unspoken rule, and we apply. We go with it.
I know a guy that lent out like 2 CDs or DVDs out of his Firefly series to a girl, and they quit dating, and now he has an incomplete series of Firefly forever. So
I'm looking over at Riley's copy of Rob Zombie's Halloween that I borrowed off him like 15 years ago. I think it's mine at this point.
I think that's your copy.
There's a
now,
statute
Nate.
of limitation, I would imagine.
But if he ever asks for it back, I mean, I'll give it back to him.
Sure.
But
Maybe.
it's
He
over
probably
there.
doesn't know it's gone.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Says a lot.
Where's my Rob Zombie Halloween?
Probably rebought it. That's
Or
what
he
it
probably
is.
bought it again.
Probably bought the Blu-ray at this point.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think it's time for us to let's jump into kind of what this movie, our first experiences with them. And I think let's just go from oldest to youngest. I think that's the best way it works with Ernest. So, Pete, what's your first experiences with Ernest Scared Stupid?
I was a kid when the commercials came online. Oh, I'm sorry, on TV, online.
Online.
Sorry.
On that old reel-to-reel line is what he was talking about.
I had one of those, by the way. Those were a lot of fun. Yeah, and I remember the show. It was a kids show with all of his characters. It was maybe just one season. I can't quite remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember
it was very many
episodes, but I do remember how he would get in costume with all of his personalities, and it was just wonderful. The old lady with the neck brace, always
she's my favorite, hands down.
Always,
she is my favorite.
She is fantastic.
I love her.
And I always loved his voice. And after I found out that he was such a heavy smoker, I'm like, that's how you got that voice.
That's exactly
you
it.
Don't get that voice without doing some serious damage to your body.
Right.
You can have these deep. I mean, I'm sure he would have had a deep voice regardless of the smoking, but that deep resonance and that sharp raspiness of his voice, that's clearly some smoke inhalation damage, and it's kind of sad. My voice is naturally damaged from screaming like an idiot for years.
True. I've witnessed
just being an idiot in general.
Or just being an idiot in general, yeah.
Yep, the triangle brings the beast out.
Oh my gosh.
It does.
So what was the first time? Do you remember the first time you saw Scared Stupid?
Yeah, about 3 years ago. I was just a little too old to go watch the movies in theaters because they were just a little past my youth. So I didn't see any of them in the theater, but I knew of it, and I've always loved Jim Varney, so I grabbed it from the library and I brought it to go watch it with my nephew a couple, 2-3 Halloweens ago, and he loved it because it's trolls.
It's exactly
booger
for
lips
his age. Yeah.
It's a live action Looney Tunes, and I adore this film.
Yeah. Well, I guess that means I'm next because
you're next.
I'm next in line. I was about 11 when this came out, so we didn't go to the theater to watch it.
That's sweet spot though for you.
Oh, dude, this was right up my alley. So it was rented the second it was a new release on VHS. I remember grabbing it. The main reason I remember grabbing it is also trying to think of the right way to say this. What they think caused this movie to actually bomb is they made it too scary for the demographic.
Ooh, that gets to add into my story.
Because I remember the first time watching this that it was pretty intense for me, and then my sister was about 5 years younger than me, so that would have put her at around 6. Terrified her.
Really?
Like, she hated the look of the trolls, all that. Like, there was a long time before she got back into the earnest watching the movies, and she ended up loving it. But yeah, I remember that this movie was intense. Like, my mom and dad were like pretty shocked of how intense this movie was because we had grown up with Ernest. We watched him on Saturdays. I love that. We'd seen Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Goes to Jail. I think Ernest Saves Christmas was right before this. And Christmas was, one of those, we watched it every Christmas since it came out. And Ernest Goes to Jail is possibly my favorite Ernest movie. There's something about that.
I haven't seen that one. So
I adore.
I'll dip into.
I adore that one. He plays two roles legitimately, not just his split personality.
Great grandpa or whatever. Yeah.
Basically, it's the whole Kermit the Frog thing in one of the Muppet movies where Kermit gets put in jail and the bad Kermit gets out. Good Ernest gets put in jail. Bad Ernest gets out.
Oh, that's amazing! I'm totally getting this,
dude. I love it. You'll have a blast with it. So yeah, I've known Ernest. I've watched all his like straight to video stuff, his little skits. He has a character that actually, as a kid, freaked me out, and it was on the Saturday morning cartoon when it was the alien that was his head in like this foil, almost like a wreath, and he had a hand. He had a hand on top of his head that would pull and add to his expression. Yeah.
And he was like green. Was his skin green or something?
Well, no, I think they just did more of like a highlight on like cheekbones and stuff. I'll find an image and put it online, but he had this hand over his head and he would do that, just this whole maniacal thing. Freaked me out as a kid when I was young. Love it now. Wish he had done like a whole movie of that character. It would be hilarious, but that's my history with Scared Stupid and a little bit of Ernest. But Nate, you're the baby of the group.
It's funny you mentioned Goes to Jail, because I remember being a kid and learning how to record audio on the tape recorder. Like, a cassette tape, not VCR, and watching Ernest Goes to Jail. And I'm fairly certain if I were to like dig through the cassettes at home, if they even work still, like I could probably find the one that has an audio clip of Ernest Goes to Jail.
Nice. You were grabbing clips for the podcast before you even knew what you were doing.
Before I even knew what they were. But yeah, I really wish I could remember it. Like, it was just one of those things. Like, I just liked Ernest as a kid. Like, simple as that. Yeah. Don't know what from, but I remember watching Scared Stupid. Like, I was 3 years old when this came out, so I doubt, we watched it then. But whenever I did, like, I remember it being scary. Like, the trolls were scary. The wooden figures scared me. Being put in a tree was terrifying. Like, it's funny talking about like some of these movies I watched as a kid that didn't terrify me, like Jason, but then there's something like this where Ernest is supposed to be funny and like it's hysterical, but man, it's got some great images.
Yeah,
like when his little tentacles come out and like
my god, in the shadows, like the lights coming from behind him on Trantor, and they filmed it like a horror
They have
movie.
him like in the bed with the little girl.
That scene.
That's a great scare.
That I think that's the one that freaked Sarah out and she left the room.
I bet.
But that was also the one that terrified me.
That's great, but the one
that
like still kind of gets me is where you see the bag that's all chained up and it's glowing and it's breathing underneath the tree. Like that's so simple but so scary at once when you're a kid.
No, it was effective. They did an interview with the director and he admitted, he goes, I think we went a little too far. And he's like, honestly,
my bad, guys.
He goes, basically it was the $10 million mistake. We lost out because word got out that it was pretty intense for kids. We didn't go to the theater because of that. It was just, it was expensive to go to the theater.
I mean, I don't think my parents would ever pay for an Ernest movie.
I think there was that level too, where they're like, we're not going to do that. Even though
now I remember we just rented them all the time because they were always
I wore them out
the local store. You know,
Ernest Goes to Camp, I rented constantly until Ernest Goes to Jail came out, and then that was the one. And it was weird. Those were, you would think by that time my parents would have bought it for me, but they never bought me those on VHS. I always rented them.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like there's certain ones where it's like, why didn't you guys just buy this for me?
Because that was what you picked, and we didn't have to wait for you to look for 30 minutes around.
Yeah, that's probably it. It's only $1 or 50 cents, whatever it was back then. So come in the little brown case. And
yep. I had the brown case. Ernest Goes. I remember Dad bringing that home. Ernest Goes to Jail. Boom. It's like, yeah, it's going to be a good night. That's the family movie tonight.
And like one of the things too that I don't know, I guess in my head, everyone always seems to ask us like, what's good gateway horror? What's good something to introduce the little ones to? And like I do feel like Ernest Scared Stupid is like a staple in what gateway horror should be.
I can't. This now, one maybe Monster Squad. That's a pretty good one.
I feel like though this one is like that perfect zany for like real young.
If you're because going real young, like
even
5 or
watching
so,
it now, there's some parts that have aged, but I think there's just enough where Ernest could entertain a little kid just well enough.
He's very
he's very much a cartoon.
He's animated is the way it is. In his movement, he really is. I mean, we grew up with Looney Tunes, Three Stooges, Laurel and Hardy. Like I understood his comedy. Like it spoke to me. kids now, if you catch them young enough, that still attracts them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think it has to be a certain point where a kid is not seeing YouTube funny. Like
Right.
there's a difference, it's that fine line of when does a kid start to, be on the iPad.
Now,
I know it's very young, but
now
I
my
do
kids
feel
my
like
kids do enjoy Ernest Scared Stupid. It's a family
Excellent.
tradition. Every Halloween we watch it. We all enjoy it. We also watch Ernest Saves Christmas every Christmas. I watch it multiple times because I just love the Ernest movies. But yeah, this was one that I introduced to him real early. Liam is our no horror whatsoever kid. But he Ernest was one of those where it was like, all right, buddy, there's gonna be some somewhat intense scenes, but it's all funny. It's all, fake. It's all rubber suits. And he sat through it and he enjoyed it. But yeah, that question, I'm surprised it hasn't come up yet in the group because it's like every Halloween it does.
Yeah, I know. Like it hasn't came up yet.
Because we do, it's always like the staples of like Beetlejuice and
Gremlins,
Addams Family.
Gremlins is way scarier than this movie
yeah,
that's intense. I saw that in the theater as a young person, and oh boy, I
thought that was weird
damaging.
to consider that is also considered a family movie, and we all remember it as a family movie. But Ernest Scared Stupid was too scary for kids. I'm like, they blew up a gremlin in the microwave.
Gizmo's adorable though. He's got those big, beautiful eyes.
Well, so's Rimshot. He's adorable, and he drives a truck.
But also during the 90s, that's when those Wishbone, series was around. So like you got that tiny, adorable dog then.
Then it transformed into that stupid Air Bud crap that thankfully I was aged out of by the time that got popular.
Hey man, at some point a dad had to ride home going, really, you lost to a dog? You lost to a dog. We were in the state championship and you couldn't beat a dog at basketball.
It's that Labrador. Oh my God.
This is why your mom gets you throughout the week.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm not the one that lost to a dog at the state championship in basketball. All right, so I don't get those conversations.
You got some kid sitting in the corner crying right now. You just triggered him.
I can't imagine Nate ever playing sports ball.
There was once a time.
Once. Like that time he tried band and that didn't work out that great either.
Yeah. But like, I feel like with even the modern kids, like Megan is a perfect example of good gateway horror.
Yeah.
And this
like
being
the robot doll.
Dude, that's
remake,
like
sort of
PG-13, just nothing really crazy in it. Just technology that kids are already growing up with, and just it fits with Alexa and everything. Like I feel like that one is like the new modern gateway horror movie.
It is that and the newer Chucky stuff, which is what my daughter's infatuated with, and
that Chucky TV show is a banger. Oof.
Yeah.
I wouldn't if she's young. Caution.
She's 13.
Oh, she's fine.
Prime real estate for Chucky.
Yep.
Yeah. She's seen probably all the movies by now.
Okay. All right.
It's funny too watching this, and I'm just like, man, I don't know of any other horror movies that are quite like this anymore. Now it could be just because it's something that I don't like seek out, and that could be my own ignorance.
I think it got too Disney-fied. I think this actually scared Disney away from going that dark.
And then you get Hotel Transylvania, and
you get
like
that. You get Halloween Town.
Yeah.
Even
then, that's like probably 20 years at this point.
Yeah. What's the one with I think it's just called The Witches? Is that one with Angelica Houston?
That one terrified me as a kid.
Yes.
That one's got some freaky stuff.
Yeah.
And then they
really scary.
I just got that. I haven't gotten a
They remade it with Anne Hathaway. Yep. So
and then like even the idea of making a movie where you just have like a lovable, innocent adult, like that just doesn't get made.
He does have an innocence to him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There is no replacement for Ernest at all. I love the goofballness of it. I always hated that he was in the movies. They made him out to be the idiot because I looked at his contraptions he made in the movie. He's cleaning all the the trash cans with the automated stuff, and I'm like,
It's
that's not a
wonderful.
stupid person right there.
No.
You know, it's like
No,
he,
not at
he
all.
made all this cool
That's
stuff.
also part of very much what early 90s prop comedy is, where it's like,
Oh,
well, let's put a
sure.
bunch of wacky stuff together. This is the only reason why Carrot Top has a career.
You're
Right?
not wrong. You're
Well,
not wrong.
Gallagher before him. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And then other Gallagher.
and then you know there
What?
he was very situational comedy where there had to be a reason for him to end up in the trash, you know, the trash truck to get compacted. You know, it was
with his
just
feet over his ears.
oh,
Yeah.
but I
And the feet
adore
are
it
moving. It was
so
wonderful.
much,
And
man.
like it's just this whole like no one questions that the local kids kind of look up to Ernest or anything like that, you know.
He's a role model to these
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
man.
He's also the only one
bullies
that
in
takes him
this movie
seriously.
even grow
Yeah.
to like Ernest, but they are such 90s like bullies. Who wants to attack a treehouse? Not I.
Who sits there and takes that much like dog food and
Oh,
bad
dude, my mom
pizza?
would kill me. I only had 5 shirts growing up, so if one of them got stained by dog food, now I'm down to 4 shirts. How am I going to explain that to kids at school when on Monday I wear a shirt, and then maybe on Thursday I got to wear the same shirt?
Yeah.
Now I've worn that shirt twice in 1 week. Oh, that's a nightmare.
Those are the mayor's kids. They got money, right?
Yeah. Oh, fun fact. So most people know that the big thing about Ernest Scared Stupid is there's a couple of the trolls that are actually clowns from Killer Clowns from Outer
Clowns.
Space.
I did not know that, and when I was watching, I'm like, "Hey, wait a minute!"
Yeah,
I
they're
know
pretty
that
blatant once you do it. But
there's two of them for sure,
there's another couple of props in this movie from another popular movie
Oh yeah,
that is in this scene at the treehouse. The pizzas they're launching are prop pizzas that were also used in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
no,
Nice. Secret of the
really?
Ooze.
Same
That's
prop house
hilarious.
creator, and they were prop pizzas they put on there, but they're from
That would
Secret
have
of
been
the
the
Ooze.
same time period because I think Secret of the Ooze was 91 or 92.
Yep, it was like
Yeah.
right around the same
Yeah.
filming time. So
That sounds about right.
they would have been, non-destroyed props, because you're only talking
Sure.
a year. It's like, I
Yeah.
don't want to make a pizza for every movie. Let's throw it in there. But
I also like at the end, speaking about Killer Clowns, when the trolls get milked, right? For lack of a better word, that
easy,
spinny
Pete,
thing.
easy,
No,
kid friendly.
I already said the S word. I messed
Me
up.
act-
I'm
they
in
get me
timeout.
Anyway,
I'll edit all that out. It's fine. No, I know what you're talking about, Pete.
Right.
You're fine.
right. So, but they do a spinny top thing, almost identical to
It
Killer
is.
Clowns. Yeah,
It is
okay,
the
so
same.
I wasn't completely because it's only the second time I've seen this film, and
Yeah.
and I'm starting to catch some things now that I've
All of
seen
them are awesome. They have amazing weapons like the
Oh, yeah.
axes, the daggers, all that stuff looks great. And then when they do get melted by Miak, they turn into ooey gooey puddles.
Yeah.
That's where I'm talking the gore. They only show it one time, but the first time they melt that troll, there's blood and bone and
Bubbling.
bubbling goo in that pile. It reminded me of, it was also a troll, the troll that gets melted in Willow at the end battle when he does the spell on it and it folds down into the ball.
Oh,
And then
gosh.
it turns into the dragon that whenever he kicks it into the
I
moat.
don't
Have you guys
remember.
not seen Willow?
No, it's just
it's-
been a long time.
I saw it in the theater, and it's probably the only time I ever saw it.
There is a super gross scene because there's the bridge trolls when they're attacking the castle that they're freaky as all get out and they're
Okay.
crawling under the bridge. One jumps up, tries to attack Willow. He does the wand at it and it turns it inside out and into this ball, and he kicks it into the moat and it turns into that giant creature that's attacking them on the bridge. Go check out Willow. Okay.
Okay.
It's on Disney, so
All
I'm gonna rewatch it. It's been
Yeah.
years.
Oh, it is on Disney.
Dude, I love Willow. Mad Mardigan, Val Kilmer.
Val
God,
Kilmer, yep.
I watch that movie constantly. That would be a good one for a kid-friendly action movie.
Yeah,
I
probably
like that.
action
Yeah,
fantasy. Sure.
absolutely. But yeah, there was just some gross things, and I appreciated that they really only did it one time. Everything else was they just did the spinny thing and made the sound, which was good. But we're already talking about the end of the movie.
Oops.
No, it's fine. This movie's more nostalgia based of how it made us feel, and the fun we had
this
with
was
it.
definitely just. I don't know how else to put it. Like rewatching it as adult, there are moments where I literally do bust out laughing.
Oh, I was
I
laughing
think
out
there
loud.
is fantastic comedy throughout this. Like when he is playing charades with Jimmy in the grocery store, and Jimmy pulls out the double barrel, and he's like, "Oh man, you really do play charades for keeps, don't you, Jimmy?"
Good joke.
It's just Ernest not realizing his surroundings. He's
Yeah.
got a real lack of spatial surroundings.
Like
awareness.
Trantor's always behind him at some point, but I love that. But I love it when he goes into the hardware store with not Chuck and Bobby. That is not the original Chuck from the other movies.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
As a kid, I never realized it, but
Yeah.
they got a guy that's really, really close. The original actor, I'm not going to look up his name, but the original actor got into it with the director, because this is the same director from the other Ernest movies, and he wouldn't come back. So Bobby is the same one, but Chuck is a different character. That's why he doesn't do the eye thing he always did in the other movies. When it made the sound effect, he would look back and forth really fast.
That's right.
Apparently, I'm the one that's watched the most amount of Ernest movies recently.
In recent years. The last one I watched recently was maybe 2 years ago, Ernest Saves Christmas, and I remember it being way more boring than I remember as a kid.
Oh, get out of here. Stop it. No.
I'm sorry. It's also
No.
I'm not a Christmas movie guy at all, so...
Dude, it's
not
Christmas Sleigh, not Christmas Sleigh. Christmas Sleigh. Sleigh. Yeah. Love
Santa
that movie.
Claus, not Santa Claus.
And I love Bobby. Bobby's probably my second favorite character in the Ernest
They're
movies.
definitely the Penn and Teller.
He is literally Silent Bob before Silent Bob. He only gets like usually one line in a movie. This one was plus tax.
Yes.
I think Ernest goes to jail. He says freeze out of nowhere at the end of the movie, like a big hero moment. And I forget what he says in Christmas, which is weird because I'm quoting it earlier. But yeah, Chuck and Bobby were some of my favorite ones in the Ernest series. They were even kind of like the Laurel and Hardy too, the big fat guy, little skinny guy. Him trying to put the billboard paper up, I was dying. It's such a goofy joke that it's stuck to him. It won't stick to anything. Right. Yeah. And then Chuck's like, we got to go, and yanks the rope, and Bobby just flies off of the billboard. I'm dying. I am by myself in the basement of my buddy's house, just
humor.
losing it at this movie.
Oh, it's the when he first sees the troll and he's like, "Oh boy, I sure hope you're from Keebler." Like, that's a good joke.
That's a great line. I absolutely love that line. Ernest just has some of the best dialogue in this movie. He does. Everyone knows booger lips. Eat the bumper booger lips or whatever it is. But then he does the one where I know Tai Chi, Kwai Chi. I've watched Hulkamania 3 times, and one time was in slow mo. It's just some of my favorite.
His characters. We need the high ground in order to avoid the Ottomans, and even the kids are like, "Don't go, don't ask." Like, trust me.
He dresses up like one of the Ottomans, and it's football shoulder pads with shuttlecocks from badminton glued to the end and painted silver.
Oh, now I gotta watch it again.
His multiple personalities he does is like his calling card. I love all of the different characters, as we were talking about. The old lady with the neck brace.
Oh,
by far in every movie, she is my favorite one. She just has that. She is definitely the smoker's voice.
Right.
Yeah.
My son never calls me. And, I love her. But this one has, like, I think one of the more eclectic ones, because you get like the Australian dude, you get the Ottoman Empire guy. There was like so many in that final battle that I'm just losing it, man. I'm just like, I want a whole movie of just him.
One of them was a Roman, like Caesar was there, right?
Oh, he was doing definitely. Caesar. That's right. He was doing.
He's just naming off random things as the Caesar.
What is it now? The big trend where girls are asking guys, when was the last time you thought about the Roman Empire?
Yeah.
It's because of Ernest. that he was thinking about the Roman Empire back then too. So it's daily. Daily, I
Just
think
even
about
that old woman of
Ernest's.
just like always send a lady to do the job or whatever, and then they're sending the big one, not the big one.
No, not the
Have
big one. You
mercy.
can't do that. The other lady with hairspray, it fixes everything. I love her.
I thought we needed Billy plates.
It's good
Oh my
writing too
God.
to keep all that on track. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got to have a really, really
I
organized mind.
Well, it's like that's a
to-
tedious amount
grow-
of editing as well because of how many
Oh, yeah.
costume changes you have to do.
Well,
doing
you
the
don't do
same
a costume
shot.
change and then do a part and then do another costume change for
Yeah.
another bit. You probably, more than likely, you do all the bits at once with each costume you goob.
Yep, just to get it done and out of the way.
dude, my guess is you put the costume on Ernest, and there's probably like 2 hours of
Of
bits
just that character.
in that costume.
Oh, for sure.
And then they can just pull for what fits best here, what goes best here. There was when I was looking for the trailer, there was just a compilation of funny Ernest bits, and it's literally just rapid fire of him doing all those different lines from all the movies, the TV show, and I'm laughing. Like I'm that simple of comedy that this is my comedy. This is what makes me laugh out the loudest is Ernest just being so animated in his
they can
acting.
do a repeating joke too, where it's the flashback of I never knew when to quit. Just ask my 4th grade teacher.
Oh my God.
And it just
Busted
shows
out
her smacking him
Both
into the
times
chalkboard with different scenarios. Oh my God.
and that kid goes, oh, both times.
Yeah.
He's like getting ready to scratch the
Yes.
chalkboard, and she
Smacks him.
backhands him.
Backhand. Oh, man.
Tears. I am not exaggerating. I had almost forgot about that scene when I'm watching it, and I'm just like, "Oh my God, yes!" And then it happens
It's just
again.
a great running gag.
There's one thing I was actually sitting here thinking, and it's almost in every movie, but I don't know if I missed it last night watching it. But did he not go see Vern in this movie?
I don't think he said
I don't
Vern
think he
at
did.
all in this.
Yeah.
Because I
He was
know
talking
in
to
most
Rimshot and the kids, but he didn't address Vern at all.
and the sheriff and the mayor and Madam
Madam Catwoman.
yeah Eartha Kitt
Yeah.
Madam Zeroni from Holes basically the exact same character. But I got thinking because everyone knows that he's known for know what I mean, Vern.
Mhm.
And Vern's in most of the movies. I know he's in Saves Christmas because he goes and decorates Vern's house. He like always busts in the door, puts up the Christmas tree. It's some of the greatest comedy as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know why they didn't put Vern in Scared Stupid. It's always had that neighbor that he goes and aggravates. That was the whole bit. He does it in the show.
Oh, he did all his commercials. All those early commercials where he got his big break. He was always addressing Vern.
Oh, did you know? So his first commercials was with a dairy farm that did milk, and I think it was like Pure, something like that. That's the milk they're using in the movie.
Oh,
It's
that's
all
cool. What a
his
callback.
original, what he got started on, that milk brand.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, so they use
Nice.
every one of them, all the milk containers all say that on there. I was like, that's really cool if because I think he started out like I know a lot of the commercials are based out of like Florida, like directly for some Florida stuff, but I think the milk one was up north. I forget exactly where it was, but yeah, he started out in commercials.
Was in Nashville. He started out in commercials. I thought.
I think it was
I thought it
somewhere
was
around the
Kentucky.
And it was all local
Kentucky
stuff for a long time.
Because I thought he was buried in Lexington. Because I remember
Yeah.
it was
It
one of my
could be.
trips to Louisville. I was like, oh, I think Ernest is buried here. I'd like to go visit his tombstone. And then that's when I found out it was actually Lexington. So like eventually I'll make it to a Lexington Comic Con and then just make my way over to
I think
his
Lexington's the one
tombstone.
that's closest to me, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where that one is. So yeah, well, speaking of Ernest commercials, I think it's time we take a break and
Did
not
you
to
find that
spoil
2-hour
spoil
compilation?
anything. I found I didn't want to put a ton, but there is an Ernest commercial. So we'll be right back.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Hi, everybody. I'm Josh.
And I'm Brett.
If you're looking for a different horror podcast, one that stands out from the rest,
well, don't look here.
Absolutely not. Every week we talk about our favorite horror movies and some of our favorite aspects of those horror movies.
So that's something that interests you? Check us out.
The only thing that sets us apart is that it's us. So if you like the sound of our voices,
check us out at the Evil Desk Podcast,
wherever it is that you find podcasts.
Hey there, Vern. Ernest P is back with the HBO and the Cinemax wrap. Get movies, specials, sports shows too at one low price. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call today. Get all the rack connections now. Don't delay. This Cablevision is the one to see. You'd have done it yesterday if you were me. So put Cablevision up on your screen. Call them today. Know what I mean?
Now back to G.I. Joe.
Ernest rapped. I had to put that on there.
Also, that's very 90s.
That was totally 90s.
Wow.
There was a commercial I loved, but it didn't work on podcast. And he goes to Vern's house, and it was something about homeowners insurance. Vern's on the roof, and Ernest comes up the extension ladder and starts aggravating him, talking about whatever it is he's trying to sell with insurance. And Vern kicks the ladder off the roof, and it's going so slow, but Ernest reaches down and pulls out a grappling hook from his belt and swings it around and catches the roof. And somehow it's still, it catches the roof, and then Vern brings out hedge trimmers and cuts the rope, and he falls. All of it just body comedy, and I am rolling, and I'm like, I can't play this on a podcast. Oh, I love this commercial. Maybe Instagram, Nate. There's another video idea that we have to get.
See, we're just gonna have tons and tons of Ernest videos.
But he pulls out a grappling hook. Like, he was prepared for Vern to kick him off the roof, but not cut the rope, and it was hilarious. But yeah, I don't know, man. Ernest was a staple growing up. I know we've talked about Paul Rubens, but man, I think Ernest is almost a little bit more important to me than Paul Rubens was. You know what I mean?
No, I was definitely more of an Ernest
see what
kid
you did
than
there.
Pee-wee. As much as I love Pee-wee, there's just
I love him.
Ernest
Yeah,
in my household. And even what we've done so far this month in October, like doing an old 1950s, Dracula movie, and now doing Freddy versus Jason. Like, I think it's always easy to get caught up in just watching excess gore, excess violence, or something like that. But then it's like, oh yeah, you can put on this. You can put on Beetlejuice. Like, you're allowed to have
fun with your horror.
Yeah, with it. Like a different kind of
Absolutely.
fun. And that's one of the nice things about when we were approaching this was just, hey, let's just do something where it's nice and easy and nothing really crazy to it,
No, it's pretty much, like I said, family friendly. Everyone's probably seen it. And if not, it's maybe someone will remember and go, oh yeah, I can let my kid watch this movie.
Yeah,
and that's what
exactly.
we hope.
And this is a perfect, throw it on for the background. That's this whole month for me is always what can you throw on the background as just noise during a party? And Ernest Scared Stupid is the one where it's I don't want to be at the party right now. I just want to pet your dog and watch Ernest.
Yeah, I'd be sitting down
it.
watching Ernest right there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would do.
Guys, I'm watching Ernest.
You made me remember that because, you were talking about, we just did Dracula. I love the opening of this movie was all of these old black and white.
It's clearly all public domain movies.
Oh, it's every one of them are public domain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant. The font for every time that the screen gets stabbed for the cards, that blood drip, that's what I want for our promos at all times, but I cannot find that font for the life of me. That's it. That is the font in my mind.
Nate has
horror.
a mighty need.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, get
just
Troy to
it's
draw it
just
for you.
him doing, wackiness. That's all.
Oh, it was all just him making the facial expressions, That's the other part of him is not just the voices or the lines, it's the facial expressions. And I swear, since I've met Pete now, I cannot get it out of my head, is when Ernest goes, ew, I think of Kathleen now. Just her ew is now into the Ernest ew, and he runs his mouth back and forth, that lower jaw. And it's iconic. I mean, for a man to be known for, what do you mean? I know what you mean, Vern. and that that just low laugh, and then
It's a great catchphrase, and he had a rubber face before Jim Carrey did.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was
Just that
it's
physical
amazing.
type
His
comedy.
facial expressions are just amazing. They'll just looking at him will make you laugh.
That's like in this movie, probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie, not just the final fight, was the truck sequence where he's fighting Trantor on
it's
the
so
truck.
good.
From inside the cab, then all of a sudden Rimshot's having to drive the truck, which according to IMDb, Rimshot's driving the steering wheel back and forth with the help of a trainer guiding him. And that is the same rim shot in all the other movies, I think, until this is the second to last one that he was in. But so it's been the same rim shot in the Ernest movies. I love that dog. That dog is just adorable. The end when Ernest is crying because everyone's being reunited with the kids.
Really sad.
There's no one for me in that tree, and then Rimshot comes running out of that truck. I'm like, man, I've seen this movie I don't know how many times. I shouldn't be crying.
It's the look on his face of how sad he's like, there's something in that tree. You're like, no, Ernest, there is, I promise.
You want to just hug him. And it's like, no, there's Rimshot. And you're just like, man, I feel
Even
like a kid.
Rimshot gets turned into, a wooden thing.
I
And
hate that.
How sad he is.
I hate that
And he's
part.
like, I guess he could be like, what good is a wooden dog? Sure, he's better at swimming. I guess I can call him Splinter.
When he wrecks the truck, see, there are advantages to being a wooden dog.
Exactly. He crashes right into it. Oh my God, man.
So the part where the troll is like grabbing the rope and pulling the truck back is cool as heck, because you see his feet planted in the concrete. You see it like pushing the concrete as he's being pulled.
And Rimshot's like hitting the gas and the tires
and then
are spinning.
Ernest telling him to put it in reverse, and that whack when they hit it hit that troll with the bumper, and that mannequin doll that takes that hit. I'm like, no, that troll's dead. You cannot convince me otherwise. The troll from the 1800s, sure, he's gonna take on the world, but the troll that just got hit by a big vehicle, no chance. He was not made for the 21st century.
When Trantor comes down over the windshield and Ernest sprays the spray at the windshield,
the troll away
actually hit, and he's like, "Huh, it really works." And you're like, the window's still there. It's so funny. I can't not laugh at just the absurdity of this movie.
But you have that funny, but then some of the scary parts, like the first kid that gets turned into a wooden doll, like he is in a mud pit and he's like crying for his friends to help him out, and then the troll uses Ernest's voice, which is a voice the kid trusts.
Scary.
Like that is intense. And then when the kid looks up and sees who it is, it's like, oh no.
Yeah, oops, nope. I think that one, but like we were talking about, when the little girl is in her room and she's telling her mom there's a monster under the bed, and the mom's playing it off like, no, we got to go, and she slowly reaches down, she pulls up the bed skirt, and she sees her stuffed animal. It's like, oh, we're also led to believe she's one of our lead kids.
Yeah.
So you're not
She's
expecting
like friends
her
with, the lead kid.
The three kids that are
that's your core group with Ernest. So you're like, they're safe. And when she raises back up on the bed, she curls up with the bear and rolls over, and Trantor is laying there beside her.
Her scream, his scream.
Good Lord, dude. It was
a great setup.
It's a great setup.
It's
horror.
Yeah, that's good horror.
That's good horror
Good
there,
writing.
man. That
she
one
gets under the bed. It's a big fake out with the bear under the bed. She grabs it to comfort.
That's
herself.
her comfort. Yeah, that puts
that's
you
supposed
at
to
ease.
protect you.
Turns over and the doggone thing's right in bed with you.
Yeah, that is. Whew.
But even when our main kid is getting chased by the troll, and like it's using his friends' voices, like it's psychological warfare at this point.
It is.
Isn't he like teasing him with the girl's voice.
He was doing the girl's voice
as she's chasing him, and he knows darn well that she's been turned to wood or something.
Yep.
But it's still messing with their mind, man. You know, it's totally that way. But I do like, so we get a little bit of that horror, we get that intenseness, but then they just go flat out zany for the final battle when all the trolls.
When they got the super soakers, like what kid has not wanted to ride into the grocery store and steal a bunch of super soakers and throw them in their bike and ride off? And
I had that
everything.
super soaker, that main super soaker the kid grabbed that was like name brand. I had that one. That's honestly, they're remaking it still. I think you can still buy that version of it. But
you should probably get it just in case the troll uprising occurs.
Should that and some Miak.
Yeah, we're gonna need some Miak.
But no, I love the hilarity of Ernest ramming the truck into Trandor and Trantor's gone, and then him trying to catch the eggs as they fall from the tree.
Oh my god! He's like, "Hey, rib shot, we can't let these drop."
No,
and then he drops 3 to catch one.
It's just, it was like it was the I Love Lucy thing with the chocolate conveyor belt, where her and her friend are trying to like do it, and they're stuffing it down their shirt and everything. I was just Ernest trying to catch them all, but dropping every handful.
One. And then like you get this amazing effect of every troll rising up from the ground. Even when he's like on top of one, trying to hold it down.
Let's put a little weight to the subject and tries to hold it down.
Ow, show it.
And it pushes it right up through there. And again, that's a pretty good effect of, reminds you of things like Army of Darkness and things like that.
No, it definitely does.
Coming up out of the ground.
I think that's one of the funny things, because being a kid, like there was this Army of Darkness, these type of movies that just had such zany slapstick humor.
Army of Darkness is another one I feel is a pretty good kid entryway into like a horror movie.
It's real bloody. You'd have to
there's only one scene of blood. No. That's it.
Army of Darkness is one scene, and it's not even that bad.
Yeah.
And if you watch it cut,
that comes out of the pit.
If you watch it cut, that's there's versions of it that it's green, and it's not blood coming up out of it. So there's a lot less language in Army of Darkness.
True.
He only says the F-bomb once.
Just once. Honestly,
it's a PG-13 film though, isn't it? Or was it rated R?
No, I think it's still considered rated R.
Is it R?
It's it's rated R because it was the first studio release for the trilogy.
But if you ever are able to like catch it on television, it's like perfection for a kid. It's because it's that stop motion Harryhausen with the skeletons. The skeletons are doing goofy things with the heads spinning around. Even evil Ash is funny in it. When his jaw
little
gets
goody
knocked.
two-shoes, the steam.
The jaw gets knocked. Sully forth. Fixes all that. That was one of the first ones I let Anthony watch when he was like, I want to watch something a little more like big kid or adult, and I'm like, Army of Darkness. I'm gonna go grab that, and I loved it.
Do you think like these type of movies are why like horror comedy is more my bag than anything else? Like
I love good horror
there
comedy.
Was something I was listening to, or someone was having a conversation like, what's your favorite genre? And it's like, for me, it usually is comedy, because like I'd rather just laugh for 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can watch Wayne's World 1 and 2 over and over again. And I'm in heaven, like it doesn't matter to me. So like when I have horror comedy, like that's best of both worlds, baby. Why would I not want that over and over again?
It's like an action comedy. I mean, that's just right there for me. I do love to be able to laugh at things. It doesn't always have to be serious. But we're not doing Give Me Back My Comedy movies. That's too many things going on.
No, rehashing jokes isn't funny unless
those could get awful problematic if we dip into the
80s and 90s of comedy
and early 90s.
The early 2000s.
Yeah, definitely problematic. We already have enough trouble with the movies we pick now.
This is true, right? Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have to dance delicately around them, but not Ernest. Ernest is definitely one of those movies where there's nothing that we have to worry about being overtly PC.
Dated to me, but that's also where I do wonder what a 4-year-old would think. I do feel like a 10-year-old would be like, this isn't Fortnite, and that's me bashing on every 10-year-old in the world right now. But
yeah, it's not. I want Ernest P. Worrell skin in Fortnite. I'd probably play it.
Man,
you let me play as Ernest in that.
And then I'll play
another character that we didn't talk about was early on in the movie where we're back in the past, where he's like the Protestant preacher or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I love that character.
It's great.
Like that one, he could almost really pull off like a horror version of that kind of character.
Ernest, Witchfinder General.
Which Pete's on this ride of Witchfinder General. I swear he is.
It is the spooky time of year.
I just love that, how he is able to just transform himself into those characters. And I believe it. It's now that's the descendant, and your descendants are going to get dumber and dumber as
as a kid, you don't even realize it. At least I did it. That was him.
Who wants the misadventures of young Vern?
Young
Ernest Vern.
I'd watch young Vern as long as Ernest was in it too.
Honestly, though,
just those two things with the teacher smacking him in the back of the head.
God, instead,
I can only imagine just like a short. Give me like a 15-minute short. What's
the TV show with Chris Rock being a kid?
Everyone hates Chris.
Everybody hates Chris. There needs to be like an Ernest version of that, or young Sheldon.
I don't want young Sheldon. Like I don't want that at all.
No,
in the fact that exists.
I want him getting back smacked in the back of the head. Yeah. That's what I want.
That's what I want.
I could see also if he would have, not passed away, would we have gotten like a passing of the torch where Shia LaBeouf plays his son?
Don't put Shia LaBeouf in here. No, stop it. I actually have a friend. His name's Josh Blevins. He is a Jim Varney impersonator. And
no kidding.
Let me tell you, it is scary how close. Nate, I think you met him.
Was he at RobCon?
He was at RobCon.
I was like, why do I feel like I have met a Ernest cosplayer at some point in my life?
Because you have.
I can't pinpoint where. Okay, that explains a lot.
He's also one of the Ghostbuster cosplayers, the ones that do all the charity work and stuff like that. So he's with Smoky Mountain Ghostbusters. He is good Lord, he's a dead ringer. I think he got like second at a big Ernest lookalike show.
I cannot imagine going to an Ernest convention just
now that I know there's an Ernest convention. There is goodness in the world.
There is. And Josh does like little videos and stuff on TikTok as Ernest.
Is he able to imitate the voice too?
He is really close.
Wow.
It's really hard to get a perfect Ernest.
Yeah.
But man, I'll send you guys some links to Josh, but yeah, he's a buddy of mine, and I love the fact that I know somebody that cosplays as Ernest. So
I know a real good Elvis impersonator, but I don't know an Ernest impersonator. That's pretty sweet.
I think everyone should know an Elvis impersonator.
Well, the Elvis impersonator is actually Elvis P. I don't know if you know that or not.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah,
I played triangle in his band for a while.
Yeah, the impersonator was the one that actually died. That way Elvis could go.
We need to do that movie one of these days.
Hey
fellas.
man, Elvis didn't die. He just went home.
He just went home. Oh, is that a Mojo Nixon reference?
Oh, all right. Well, so we're at the big battle. This has been fun. We mostly just talked about our love.
Complete Looney Tunes at this moment.
Absolute Looney Tunes. I think they said there were 14 actual separate costumes for.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's great.
Wow,
and I love that the kids that save the day, not the adults. Like
I always love that. I always love that. They come rolling in with the.
That's what this movie is. Monster Squad, Goonies. I mean, that's what this is.
You get Ernest being chased in a circle by two of them, him going in between.
Lose it. And they keep running, and he gets behind them like he's chasing them, and then they realize what's going on, and they chase him the other way.
It's sped up just a little bit too, so it's,
exactly.
It's a little bit
Benny Hill-esque to it.
The other one that I laughed out loud was when the sheriff dad pulls the gun.
Oh my god!
And the troll grabs the gun. Dumps the bullets out and eats the bullets, and then the other troll smacks him in the head with a board, firing bullets out of his mouth. and way more bullets come out of that troll than what he ate.
Well, I like to think that, he digested a lot more gunpowder or something.
Is that
I am
it's the
rolling.
fact that the other troll is just whacking him in the back of the head.
It's just smack.
Just
smack.
kicking the snot out of him with hard to
all the while, Chuck and Bobby are trying to get rich by taking pictures of trolls that they're going to sell.
It's what any smart man would do, all right? And then that camera gets snatched up and they gobble it up.
It is the oldest style, flash bulb on a tripod camera.
Hey kids, that's called film. That's it. And it was ruined by the light.
That's right. No digital, nothing like that.
No digital stuff back then.
They dissolve it and he pulls the film up out of the goo of the troll. Dude, I felt like a kid watching this movie again. I really did.
It's one kid that has the carton of milk and he uses it like a grenade, tossing it over the car.
Like it didn't even get on the troll, but he throws it like a grenade. And the poor little girl in the car is like, what is going on out here? But while all this is going on, Trandor figures out that he's outnumbered. So he goes down and basically asks demons to make him stronger, which I'm like, well, that's really dark. Like he's, pulling all the powers from this tree.
Why didn't you start with that?
Right? That's the whole Power Rangers thing.
Right.
Start big. Why are we waiting till the end of the episode to get big? Start big. Why?
Hey man, you use so much energy that you can't deplete all that.
Well, he was getting
the
power
putties.
He was getting power from his wooden kids, the dolls.
Yeah,
right?
well, that's what
Didn't they
was
say
given.
That
was what was given power to bring the other trolls to life.
Okay,
but he literally goes in there and says, "Demons, come to me. Give me, make me immortal or invulnerable, invincible. Make me invincible." And he goes up. That's when we get the really cool light behind him at the top of the treehouse, and the ears grow, and he grows the claws and the tusks. Awesome practical effects, by the way. Watching all that stuff come up out of
camera.
Yep. I think the director, up until a few years ago, still had the Trantor head, and he gave it to his son. So now his son has Trantor's head on display.
That's sweet.
So it's awesome to know that still arrives.
I'm not jealous at all.
Not
one bit.
I also couldn't we mentioned Eartha Kitt's in here, and I don't know why they made her have to fix her bike for almost 5 minutes of this movie when the chain fell off.
It's a good gag.
It's a good gag, but I'm also she's kind of important to the end here. Why are we messing about with her?
It also didn't take her that long to get to where she needed to be, so she could have just walked.
I thought they made the whole point that they were technically on her land, in her backyard. So I'm like, why is she riding the bike? I do love Eartha Kitt, but they made her out. Every time I've seen this movie, even as a kid, she reminded me of Ogra from The Dark Crystal. And it's almost like they just took her
fuzzy hair and that squishy face.
She's hunched over. The way she acts and her mannerisms. Nate's looking at us like, I don't know who you're talking about.
I've actually never seen Dark Crystal.
Oh,
get out of here!
Never saw it.
Invest some time.
I've actually seen the actual puppet. It was at the Jim Henson Museum in Atlanta, and they had Agra.
Agra's
there.
puppet was there. Oh,
Agra's was there. I got to see one of the spider creatures. I forget what they're called. And we were talking to someone. My buddy Ben and I were there. They had a Skeksis in storage.
My gosh.
We were 1 week from them switching out because they rotate what's out. 1 week from seeing the Skeksis, and we begged to take us down there to see it, and they would not do it. I was like, you're telling me there's a Skeksis under my feet and I can't go see it?
I'm only in Atlanta for today, for the love of God.
That's what it was. I don't even want to be in Atlanta, and I'm here. I hate going to Atlanta. We went for a metal show, and I hate Atlanta. We took Jackie and Janine, which is Ben's fiance, and they had this big labyrinth display too, where you went through a labyrinth. I don't know why we're talking about this, but it's puppets. It's relative.
It's a Dark Crystal celebration of puppetry, Nate. It is a.
Oh God, dude!
I need to watch it. I know.
It's
know.
wonderful.
I love it to death.
Don't know how it
But
happened.
anyway, that's what
Well,
Eartha
there's
Kitt's
this one
character always reminded me of, and I love the fact that she has kept the kids from the past wooden statues.
But now she has to explain to these kids when they are free what all has happened in like the past 100 years.
Well, she said we have so much to talk.
I'm just saying that's a lot to catch up on.
Do you want to just be caught?
How old is this gal? I mean,
I feel like she's really old.
She's really old. I mean,
really
she's probably
old.
120, 130.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They didn't say how many generations, but I'm guessing like 2 generations probably.
I would expect, because they said that like
the
opener
Reverend would
is
have been like
it's like
late
1800s.
1800s, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Reverend would have been like great grandpa Worrell.
I would guess
like
it was
that.
at least 2 greats.
Even if it would have been 1891, that's still
it's 100. I don't know.
Right, it's 100
years. Would be doable.
Yeah.
But she would. Those children knew her, right?
Yeah, they did. Because one was her sister.
But she could have been the baby, like the baby.
You're still working at 100.
Yeah,
many years old.
Well, I mean, come on, it's a kids' movie. We're happy that everyone's alive.
Right, yeah,
no
everyone's
one
alive.
technically
Pete.
died.
Why you gotta do this, Pete? You're just
Right.
like infringing on this person shouldn't be alive, and these kids should not have their older sister to introduce them to 1991. You old meanie.
He's totally messing up the exact segue that I needed for this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the children!
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies.
That's just that troll smacking the back of the head of the other.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
We're talking about kids. That might not be a great.
Yeah. Well, this is America. So.
It was supposed to lead into what's technically not a death count in this movie, guys. There is no body count, so technically we're gonna count the trolls.
I mean, we could count how many times Ernest almost kills someone.
You're not wrong about that, honestly.
Like, there was even the giant bear trap that he uses, where he's just like, sometimes you gotta do it the old-fashioned way.
That was such a great. Because was he I thought he got bent in half, but he just got launched.
It goes off camera.
It just launches him.
It was all off camera.
But you see his hat, and then Wishbone is dressed like a kid to trick
a Boy Scout. He's dressed as a Boy Scout as bait.
You're an ugly kid.
It's a brilliant plan.
I love it. And Rimshot has the stick that's supposed to hold the bear trap open, and Rimshot won't go near the bear trap.
No.
It's gold.
Rimshot
This is if you want to know our type of comedy and what really gets us, that's us. We're children.
It's the size of him.
I love it so much. As I said, I think there was 14 different specific trolls. And I think what they did was they mixed a few, but there are 19 trolls destroyed in the movie.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they go through and they count how each one did. Also, fun fact, I didn't even realize this till I watched it last night on a big screen in HD. There are female trolls running around in the back.
I don't think I even realized that when watching it.
It took me a second, and I went, well, so much for our how many days do we get to talk about a certain body part. That's how I knew.
But
there was cleavage.
So we're not.
There was cleavage.
I guess I wasn't looking at troll boob.
I couldn't help it, man. I'm on like a 72-inch widescreen TV, and I'm only about 6 feet away from it right now. So it was there. It answered some other questions, but kid show.
Stay on track.
So 19 trolls bite it. So I guess that means we got to pick our favorite troll death.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Or Ernest failure.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, we didn't really think this one through, did we?
We didn't.
Yeah.
Because if we go for the ooey gooiness of it, only one troll we get to see melt, which is pretty awesome.
I mean, we could do the big old fat kiss that he lands on him, and then just the slime that comes from the two lips.
Oh, good
Lord.
awesome.
It was awesome.
A mother's love. Yeah, I don't know what
I
we should
don't
say
know.
about
I
this.
got nothing for this bit, honestly.
Okay, all right, here's
Yeah.
this. I think then perfectly, instead of we do this, Pete had homework for us. So we're gonna transition into homework into this bit.
Yeah,
this
let's
may
do it.
work, it may not.
Train wreck for me.
Pete might have been drinking when he sent this to us, but that's okay.
Was I might have been.
I don't know, but there's a moment in this movie where it's at the beginning, actually.
It's the very beginning,
where Ernest is talking about how proudly he is to be a trash man. He is the
Duke of Dirt.
Duke of
Dirt was one.
The royalty of refuse or something like that.
The something of bottles. Yeah.
Yeah. So Pete said we should come up with our own, and I'm like, sure, whatever. Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
You go first.
I have one good one.
Pete said 3 originally. I have 2.
I know, it's terrible. I didn't think it would be this hard.
I am the Sultan of Sawdust.
Oh, that's good.
And I am the Führer of Furballs.
Oh.
Ooh.
There you go, gentlemen. I told you I had this nailed, so.
Well, Pete, you're next because I've got literally none. I have thought and thought all day, and I couldn't come up with anything because I was just like, I got nothing. Ernest literally names off everything that could possibly be used.
So I'm the Tsar of Tar.
Hey, there you go.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm also the Yakuza of Yuck.
Ooh,
okay.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah.
All 4 of these I would have never even thought of. All I could think of is like I'm the garbage man.
How about the royalty of recycling?
That might have been one he said. I don't remember.
The tyranny of trash.
Oh.
Yeah.
The bishop of garbage barge? No, that's right. This is hard.
This was your idea.
It was your idea, and I was like, I don't like this homework one bit. I'm not turning in my assignment. I'm taking a 0.
I don't have a kill of the week, so we had to fill space. So what?
We got really nothing right now.
Oh, well, we tried, and I thought we got a couple good ones.
Sultan of Sawdust wins. All right. All right. Well, it leads us into our next thing. It's time for us to rate.
Yeah.
Scared Stupid. He does say he knows Taekwondo and Tai Chi, so that works in that drop.
And chow mein.
And chow mein.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Pete done bopped himself.
He had nunchuck shears, was it?
Oh yeah.
Who's a garden nunchucks?
Why did he have nunchuck cheers when he was sold nunchucks from Chuck and Bobby?
No clue.
Ninja chunk nunchucks or whatever he calls them.
Yeah.
It was somewhere. All right, Pete, what's your rating? Ernest Scared Stupid this week?
This is a delight. It's not a good movie, but it is an absolute delight. I got to give it a 9 because on the enjoyment level, it's just that good, and anybody can watch it at any point. You know, I was thinking real hard, like, who does Ernest remind me of? And I wanted to say Pee-wee, but that's not true. They're kind of in the same breath, but they're 2 totally different comedians.
Yes.
Peter Sellers' Inspector Clouseau character is they're different deliveries, but they're that same
kind of the same vein.
Physical comedy.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, you got the 70s version and then the 80s version.
Yeah, and he's while Ernest has the rubber face and the catchphrases, Peter Sellers always played it straight as a pin. And it was still
funny. Yeah.
Still hilarious.
Yes.
So that's I was thinking about that a lot today, going, yeah, that's really Peter Sellers, Inspector Clouseau, and Jim Varney's Ernest.
I mean, that was the difference for us growing up. Was my parents were not really 100% behind Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman. My mom absolutely hated that we watched it, and Dad didn't care, but you know, it was never our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dad was the reason we got to see, you know, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and I think Mom is still mad about that to this day.
I think for me, it was like I didn't understand Big Adventure's humor until I was a teenager, so I was past the kid phase.
Yeah,
and like,
it's
and
I don't
Ernest,
say it's
Ernest
not
comedy
the show,
works any
yeah,
age. Yeah.
and like the
Yeah.
show was like too little kid for me, from what I remember. Like I don't really remember watching.
It
which
is
is
and
the
it's
funny.
not. Yeah, it's almost making fun of the really little kid
And I think
shows.
I didn't realize that. Like, I'd have to go back and watch it now, but like,
Yeah.
it was definitely one of those like
different
Big
feel now.
Adventure didn't click until I was,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and even then, like late teens. I'm talking like 16, 17, where it's like,
Sure.
oh yeah, this is hysterical. This is
Now
great.
I think I was about
Yeah.
14 when I finally got to see Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I didn't really care for Big Top Pee-wee.
I never saw Big Top.
It's fine.
It's not Tim
Yeah,
Burton,
it
so I didn't watch
It's
it.
not Tim Burton, true.
It didn't have the same feel.
And then I didn't see when they brought it back for Netflix. That movie that came out in 2017 or whatever.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I don't
much
remember.
of a flash in the pan for me.
No kidding.
Nate, what are you rating Ernest Scared Stupid?
I'm gonna go with an 8.5. Like, this is just a
Yeah.
solid, great movie. Like,
Yeah.
this is a staple for Halloween. Everyone should be watching this.
100%.
Yeah, it really is. Just something about Ernest is charming. I am curious
Charming.
about
That's
like,
a great word.
yeah, I am very curious as to what a modern audience would think of this. I just am, but
My nephew
think-
liked it.
yeah, like I just
My
feel
kids
like
like it.
6 at the time.
Yep.
Mhm.
that's fantastic. That's what I love to hear. It's also one of those things where when I saw the prequels to Star Wars, I was a kid, so I liked them. And I've always wondered, do other kids feel the same way?
There's a whole shift with that now because now
Yeah.
we see how bad it
And,
can
like,
get. So we're like,
that-
yeah, the prequels are awesome.
That's part of like when we went and saw the last one, Rise of Skywalker.
Hmm.
Even though it's just an okay movie for me, like there was a little kid next to me that was having a blast, and for me that was what it was. Because
My kids love them,
was
and that's
for me
ultimately
watching New Hope
yeah.
and stuff. So it's the same thought process with something like Ernest, where it's like, no, like I was a
Gosh,
kid.
it's almost
I
3
love
separate
this.
generations for those
Yeah.
trilogies.
It really is. And so like 20 years from now, we're gonna have a shift of like everyone defending those movies too.
I have found that some of my favorite things with my kids have figured out is when Dad introduces a movie, they have more fun watching me watch the movie.
Aw.
Like when it's like they're like, "Oh, this is Dad's movie," and I will always remember it was the when Boba Fett showed up on Mandalorian,
Mhm.
and no one except me was looking at the television. They were all watching me react to seeing that for the first time.
Are you talking about the post credits to season 2 when they announced the Book of Boba Fett?
No, this was when he shows up to get it. He gets his suit back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was still in Mandalorian.
That's right, because it was, because season 2 is when he shows up.
Mm-hmm.
I just
But-
remember like when they announced that, coming soon or whatever.
Yeah, that was a big deal. But
that
this was
post credit where it was just like screaming. Like I literally
Yeah.
like let out an audible like
But this
the significant
was-
other just like holy shit, he's excited.
It was the scene because we met Boba, but it was the scene when he looks at the ship and
Yep.
you know what he's thinking. I'm gonna go get my suit.
That's mine.
No, Anthony, Chloe, Liam, Jackie are not watching the screen. They're watching me, and I am not perceiving that. Jackie had to tell me that. I am glued to that television, and I'm losing my mind. I could have run up and down the driveway.
Well, it's
I
like
was
there's
so
just some
excited.
things that like touch upon us and like hit
Oh yeah,
just
that's
right
that's
moment.
that nostalgia nerve right there.
Yeah.
How about
And
you, Charlie?
Ernest Scared Stupid is a nostalgia nerve for me. I'm with Pete. It's a 9.
Yeah.
I honestly today I was kind of racking my brain on what is my favorite. I count the 4, which is Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Goes to Jail.
That's the one I really want to revisit. is
Ernest
Ghost Camp.
Saves Christmas, and then Ernest Scared Stupid. Those are my big 4. Jail just barely beats out the other 3. The other 3 are probably even for me. I've watched them all about the same amount. Stupid is just so much fun. I love it to death. So yeah, it has to be a 9,
And, like,
which means like Jail is like 9.5 for me.
Talk
that
about-
tells you a lot about that movie.
Talk about a risk though to make Stupid in the first place,
Yeah.
To deviate so far from what this character is and like literally
Does
put him in fantasy.
No, it does. They were really questioning what they were doing with the Ernest character.
Yeah. Goes to jail.
Disney strictly regrets everything about this movie.
Like goes to jail. There's no fantasy element to it. Christmas,
Little bit.
You could say that it's a Christmas movie, so that kind of writes off.
So Santa has to be there. Yeah,
it's a magical thing.
Yeah.
Goes to camp, same thing. So by the time you get to Stupid, it's like you're now saying that in the Ernest verse,
which there is, it's an Ernest verse.
You are now saying that trolls exist, and that is a very big leap to take. Because then your next movie has to be, do we address the trolls?
So the original thought was it was going to be Ernest Scared Stiff, and he was going to inherit a haunted house from his family.
Cool.
And how did we not get the haunted mansion with Ernest?
I have no idea. I think it was written, and Disney said no.
Waiting to happen.
I immediately got thoughts of like Don Knotts, whenever.
Ghost of Mr. Chicken.
Ghost of Mr. Chicken, those type of movies. Haunted Mansion, what's the other? Haunted Honeymoon. Have you ever seen that, Pete?
Oh, that sounds real familiar.
Look up Haunted Honeymoon. That is a really fun watch. My parents adore
Dan Aykroyd
that movie.
in that or something?
It was one of those. They always watched it and Young Frankenstein like every Halloween. It was
Gene Wilder.
That's got Gene Wilder in it.
That's right.
And Dom DeLuise.
So
and Dom DeLuise?
Yeah.
Haunted Honeymoon is a hoot. But yeah, so we could have gotten Ernest Scared Stiff, which would have been
Gene Wilder directed it. I gotta see this.
A ghost movie, which I almost think that would have lended itself better to the universe, but man, I love Scared Stupid and I don't want to change it. I love Trantor. I love the trolls. It's just a lot of fun. It's a good kids movie. Yeah,
with a haunted house, you could have like there's a chest of gold hidden in there somewhere that Ernest doesn't know about because he inherits this.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they're trying to Scooby-Doo scare him out of there, and all this
get the gold.
Supernatural stuff is happening, but it's not really supernatural.
You know what the gold moment would have been? We would have gotten Ernest in a suit of armor at some point. In that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The
classic
would have been
knight armor.
Yes,
and he would have fell down the stairs or something.
The pratfalls of him in that would have been glorious. Maybe
this doesn't happen.
Maybe in an alternate universe that we're in, we got to enjoy that.
Yep. There's another separate Ernest verse.
Yep. There's other us's, and they got a whole different.
There's an Ernest Kang out there.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, well, that does Ernest Scared Stupid for us. Little off, not following the movie straight up, but man, I think we gave it the love and honor.
And one of the things too deserves. Next year we are going to do a whole month that is just.
I was actually going to bring that up. I'm glad you went.
And this was kind of treading the water. Now we're not going to reveal what those titles are because we only have one locked in.
I think one is locked in.
One's locked in. I will quit the podcast if it doesn't happen.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
But I mean, it's definitely sometime next year you will hear us get to do 2 horror movies for kids and 2 action movies for kids that I think all kind of one of us have a connection to in one way or the other.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to pull something from our childhood.
Hi kids, right?
Pete.
Well, I think it's nice to I think it's stupid when everyone's like, I only watched R-rated movies as a kid. It's like, no, I still watched cartoons as a kid.
Sure.
I still watched, wacky things.
Adventure movies. I just told you guys about Willow. I watched Willow all the time, man.
I loved Casper as a kid. That
was a great movie.
It's one of those. Yeah, I adore Casper. And it's just one of those, we're wanting to bring that part into the show next year.
Well, it's a big part of what we are. I mean, we're talking about the 80s and 90s. Guess what? We were kids in the 80s and 90s. Mm-hmm. Maybe not so much Pete, but we were kids in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, that's why Pete keeps bringing up these references. I'm like, what the hell's he talking about? It's time for bed.
Nate, language.
No! What the heck is he talking about?
That's 3, Nate, actually. That's 3 for
you.
It's really hard. How do you... You know what? South Park is right. In 4th grade, everyone was cussing. I'm telling on everyone now.
Yep, but there was not one word from Jim Varney. So
yeah, Greg,
R.I.P.
we lied to your
Jim
mom. You cussed.
Was that the Christmas story? Well, you know what your son said? Where did you hear it from?
The big one.
I learned it by watching you.
Fudge, but I didn't say fudge. Oh. All right. Well, if you want to follow along and keep up with us, we have one more Halloween one coming out. We have The Crow coming out next week on the horror side. I'm still
Pete's
confused.
first time. Keep your expectations not high, Pete. Just kind of, you do this sometimes. So, like Pete does this thing where he's like, "Oh, my expectations were so high. Now it was just okay," and I don't want him to do that for The Crow.
I feel like his expectations should be kind of up there, but
no guarantees.
Hopefully we'll have a surprise guest on The Crow.
I heard about
We're negotiating with their agent again.
Yeah, we're actually trying to get The Crow himself.
The
actual crow, the bird, right?
I just want The Crow to make a special appearance. And whether or not Charlie has to do something to make The Crow appear is on him. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm just like, do you want the bird or do you want the dude?
Obviously the dude.
Oh, that's a
the
lot
bird
harder.
Comes to him.
It's like I can get a hold of the bird. The dude might be difficult. Oh, I know who I'll get a hold of. Never mind. I know.
There's that. Edward Furlong's a crow. We could get him.
Dang it, that's what I was going to do. I was going to get some clips of Edward Furlong. Why do you got to ruin the joke before I ever even get a chance to record the episode?
Because Edward Furlong is the joke.
Again, you keep busting up my punchlines every episode, Nate. Jesus.
Sorry. I do think we could get... Well, now we probably can't get Edward Furlong now after what I just said.
No, I'd have to edit all this to get him. Just tell him we did brain scan one time. Maybe he'll be down with us.
Maybe
it'll all be good.
All right, if everybody mug me the whole time though,
he will. And if everybody else wants to see everyone mean mug Nate on social media, you can go follow us over at Give Me Back My Action Movies, the Facebook group. Give Me Back My Horror Movies, the Facebook group. We are both on Instagram. We are on X. We are on TikTok. We are on Threads. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple. Rate us 5 stars. Nate, are we appearing anywhere? Or did we finally get a break?
We just showed up on.
I know we did Dissect That Film.
Mm-hmm.
And we did Friends and Flicks.
That was earlier. Yep, we did that one. We did a special clip for Spoils of Horror 100th episode. That's not their actual 100th episode.
Their 100th episode. I feel like I'm forgetting something, so you can send all the angry emails to Pete.
Yeah. A Cut Above still hasn't responded to my emails, so I guess we're kind of one and done over there for now. Maybe just once a year we're allowed on that one, even though they have a lot of other people on that show.
Wow,
they just have every other friend they've got on that show.
That's right. I mean,
wow,
it seems like they've had guests like for 2 months straight or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And then Charlie or Pete doesn't get invited. I've been invited back. I mean, that's what I do.
Oh, so I'm Judas, but Nate's over here like, well, I got invited over without you two sandbagging me back.
Not till January, so.
It's the end of October, bro. We're 1 week away from Halloween with this episode.
Yeah, but I mean, January is when I get invited back, so.
Would you quit crying?
Right. Yeah, Pete should be crying. Pete's over there. I'm all alone.
No, I'm fine.
It's because no one knows how to get a hold of Pete.
No, everyone should be able to get a hold of Pete. He's in every group chat. Remember? All of them.
Even when you think that you don't have a group chat, Pete is there.
If you just found this podcast and you go into your group chat, Pete's there now. You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you download the episode. Pete just magically appears in your group chat.
I'm a virus.
He is.
Yeah.
I've infected you all.
Our own Cyrus the virus.
Ew.
We totally skipped over Trash Man.
Well, I'm not giving it to this one.
Good.
Oh, well, fair. So no trash.
No, because if you
Ernest...
don't like Ernest Scared Stupid, then that means you're just stupid.
That's right.
And you're one of the adults that would have let the whole town get killed by trolls.
Which one was it? Ebert that
Didn't
gave
like
it 2 thumbs down?
Neither of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they both
Ebert.
gave it thumbs down, but they really trashed this one. So yeah, no trash man. Thank you, Nate. Ernest is our trash man, and he is a glorious man.
Exactly.
I love it. Pete, you happy? You don't have to listen to a bad review.
I love it.
Okay. Well, Charlie, what's the good word?
You are the 7th son of the 7th son. You are the baby. You are the boy. It is your legacy. You are the great redneck hope. Man, that means she was really old if Ernest was the 7th son of the 7th son.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to say. Like the
That's
math
like
math
a lot.
Up.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt, you're looking great for your age, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. And she can ride a bike. I can't do that at 35.
You have an inner ear problem, Nate?
Totally
I'm just
forgot.
scared.
Nate,
You're just
Nate
scared.
Ride a bike.
Wear a helmet, you'll be fine. 7th son of the 7th son. He must be Catholic.
I don't know. I remember that, but also remember there's a movie called 7th Son of a 7th Son.
There's an Iron Maiden album called 7th Son.
There is an Iron Maiden song, The 7th Son of the 7th Son.
Like 7 golden vampires.
I love that he's the great redneck hope, and then he goes into that whole big monologue of being
I just figured that's what they tell everyone in Virginia when you're born, right?
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
We get little trophies.
Oh.
Yeah. The great redneck
You get
hope.
little trophies and one Jeff Foxworthy CD.
Well, I mean,
right at birth.
Look, I'm tired of this stereotype. Jeff Foxworthy's redneck stuff stole that from us, okay? It's not like he's our king, okay? He's not our king. He just took
He's
stuff
like your
from
duke.
us. He could be a duke, that's fine. But he's
Actually,
not...
you know what? If he took stuff from you, that's exactly what he is. He's a king.
Well, okay. I mean, that tracks. That's fine. You can think of that, but you can't think of like Duchess of Dirt or,
Nope.
or anything like that. The Titan of Toxicity.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know
So
that's a
that
good
I
one.
couldn't think of it.
Right.
Wow,
So
Pete just
good.
walked off the show.
He just left.
He just left. He's done with this.
I think we went too long. He had to go pee. His old man bladder couldn't hold it anymore. The best part is he's not going to hear this till the episode comes out. This is gold.
Yeah,
Stay tuned.
Perfect.
I love it.